That was it?
It was quick. That was it.
That was it?
He looked at me like, hello, like that.
You're friends with Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, and you've campaigned for them.
Like some of those politicians were afraid to say what Donald Trump was saying, and they ended up being left in the dust because people were a little like, well, he's got a point in the sense that we're playing things a little too close.
It's true. I do like him. I met him. I didn't say much, but I said hello. Believe me.
Have you met Donald Trump?
I met Donald Trump, and I said hello to him. He said, hello. That's good.
That's like being the only person in history to drown in a kiddie pool. That's how Jamie Foxx described Trump bankrupting a casino, and the audience lost their minds. What happens when two comedy heavyweights tag team the former president? Total destruction. Chris Tucker's rapid-fire delivery paired with Fox's spot-on impression created a roast so brutal that Trump's defensive Twitter rant afterward just proved they hit every nerve. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Imagine being so powerful yet so thin-skinned that two comedians can send you into a Twitter meltdown with just a few jokes. That's exactly what happened when comedy legends Chris Tucker and Jamie Foxx teamed up to deliver a masterclass in presidential roasting that left Donald Trump fuming and the audience in stitches.
Jamie does so many amazing impressions. What's your go-to impression?
I'm not, don't make me do that next to this guy. Let's see, Jamie, what do you got for us?
He's a very different kind of person, politician, to be running your country. What do you feel about it?
You know what? I hope he just does a bit.
Spit it out!
Like some of those politicians were afraid to say what Donald Trump was saying, and they ended up being left in the dust because people were a little like, well, he's got a point in the sense that we're playing things a little too close.
When Tucker's machine gun delivery style collided with Fox's scary good impression skills, they created a comedy hurricane that Trump never saw coming. It was like watching a perfectly choreographed dance where every step was designed to poke holes in the former president's inflated ego. These weren't just random punchlines. This was surgical comedy that dissected Trump's personality quirks one by one. The tension in the room was electric when Tucker dropped the loaded question, "Is Donald Trump your president?" The audience erupted immediately, knowing they were about to witness something special. That simple question set the stage for what would become a comedy takedown for the ages. What made this roast so effective wasn't mean-spirited attacks, but how the duo exposed Trump's most peculiar traits. Tucker shared a personal encounter that perfectly captured Trump's famous aloofness. "I met Donald Trump and I said hello to him. He said hello. That was it. It was quick. He looked at me like, hello, like that." Tucker explained, mimicking Trump's dismissive expression that suggested he had better things to do than acknowledge a world-famous comedian. The comedy tag team reached its peak when Foxx transformed himself into Trump right before everyone's eyes. It wasn't just a voice impression, it was a full-body experience. Foxx captured those signature random hand movements that seemed to operate independently from Trump's thought.
Whatever person you voted for, there was a lot of things that were sort of addressed about, like, maybe we were playing things a little too close.
That was it?
It was quick. That was it.
That was it?
He looked at me like, hello, like that.
You're friends with Bill Clinton and Barack Obama, and you've campaigned for them.
But it was true. It was like the one thing that you look at what happened with politics this year, people sort of stripped away a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you believed in.
You know the ones, those weird circular motions and finger pinches that look like he's conducting an invisible orchestra while trying to catch flies. Lots of great people on both sides. Foxx declared in perfect Trumpian cadence, nailing the former president's habit of vague repetition. The audience lost it as Foxx continued with Trump's celebrity obsession. "I love Snoop to double, great person. Do you love Death Row Records? I love death. Excuse me, fake news."
All of them. All of the Death Row Records. Don't try to pin me down. I see what he just... Excuse me.
Fake news.
Excuse me.
Fake news.
Fake news.
Trump is obviously an incredibly divisive figure. I've known him a long time, and I try and put up a defense of him occasionally. He get hounded into hell.
Excuse me. Fake reviews. Fake reviews. Fake reviews.
The genius was in the details. Foxx didn't just mimic Trump's voice, he captured the essence of Trump's scattered communication style. The constant interrupting himself with excuse me," showed Trump's inability to complete thoughts. The random name dropping highlighted his desperate need to associate with celebrities. And those bizarrely disjointed topic changes made Trump's speech patterns sound like they were written by a sugar-hyped kindergartner with ADHD. Every time Foxx paused dramatically or threw in a random gesture, the audience howled louder. It was like watching Trump's communication style stripped naked and exposed for what it truly is. A word salad dressed with narcissism and garnished with confusion.
Is yours just doing the De Niro face?
Oh! Yo, you feel!
right.
Oh!
It's true. I do like him. I met him. I didn't say much, but I said hello. I think, believe me.
Have you met Donald Trump?
I met Donald Trump, and I said hello to him. He said, hello. That's good.
You know what that means?
No.
The perception is, okay, the perception in America was the white man, Donald Trump, can be president. The woman can't do it. Perception.
The crowd's reaction told the whole story. They weren't just laughing politely, they were experiencing the cathartic joy of seeing pomposity punctured by precision. Each joke landed with increasing force as Tucker and Foxx systematically exposed Trump's most ridiculous characteristics. When Foxx added that pouty expression, that signature Trump duck face that looks like he's perpetually tasting something sour, the audience practically needed oxygen. The comedy duo's approach brilliantly highlighted the absurdity of Trump's self-promotion. Foxx joked that Trump was the type of guy who would casually claim he invented electricity and discovered America in the same breath. It wasn't just funny because it was exaggerated. It was funny because it felt eerily accurate to Trump's actual bragging style. And just when we thought the comedy roast ended on stage, Trump provided the encore performance himself. His response proved exactly what Tucker and Jamie demonstrated. The man has skin thinner than dollar store toilet paper. Instead of laughing it off, Trump went on a predictable defensive rant, calling the comedians losers and very stupid people.
So, when you look at that as a comedian, it's like, wow, you know, that was good for me, and that was good for me in a certain way of.
America's very divided about him.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's the South, and Georgia. I think it's it's more Republican state, Republic state.
Doesn't mean that if you vote for Donald Trump that you're racist. I don't think everybody's racist because that was a big thing. Sometimes it's perception.
Believe me. Believe me. I know Chris Tucker. He's a great comedian, great guy. I like him.
Talk about proving their point. The funniest part wasn't even the original jokes, but watching Trump's furious social media meltdown afterward. Multiple angry posts about ungrateful Hollywood while desperately trying to downplay Tucker's relevance. Classic Donnie Diapers behavior. In the end, Tucker and Foxx didn't just deliver punchlines. They exposed the ultimate truth. The man who built his entire brand on being a tough, untouchable businessman actually crumbles faster than a cookie and milk when faced with a little comedy.